Welcome to the Roadrunner 89 Swirl to Investment Network, where we talk about interracial love and marriage. Hope you enjoy Swirl to Investment.
All right. Hey, Sandy. We're up here parasailing. Whoa. Hey, everybody. We had to say
Girl, I like a little vanilla in my life, and I might one day be a white dude's wife. That's alright. Yeah, I got a type. Some people don't like it, but the swirl is the hype. When I see a cute guy, I always gotta think, is he down with the brown? If he is, we about to link. And I ain't talking about the TikTok boys looking for clout, cause we can see right through the facade. Gross me out. I wonder, will he ever like me back? Imagine liking white boys when you're black, especially when you're from the south. The guys that like me are yeehaws with tobacco in their mouth. My celebrity crush, my little cinnamon bun. Ooh, that boy's the one, and I'm still not done. I never met him, he never met me. If he ain't down with the brown, what he about to be? But I digress. Y'all never mind the rest. I just like what I like, speaking from the chest. But hit me up if you're looking for a black girl, cause you know that this girl is down with the swirl. I'm just saying.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight? I just dropped my phone.
Hi everybody, how you guys doing?
Hey, how's everybody doing? Good to see everybody tonight. And if you can hear me, please give me a one. I've been having technical issues for some reason. Um, yeah, it's a long intro. I like the intro. I want to change it up a little bit. I got some ideas. You can hear me great. Thank you so much. Um, Tonight I have a special guest. This is my wife Sandy.
Hi
Okay.
everybody.
We've been married over 29 years. May will be 30. May will be 30. Okay. You know, we opened up our options. We swirled to investment. And we went into investment in May 19th, 1994. Yes. We chose to live a life with each other. We chose each other, for love and marriage.
Yep.
And we've been blessed ever since.
Yes.
We're not perfect people. We got our issues like everybody else, but we love each other more than our problems. And that's what makes it work.
Right.
And I want to talk about love, loyalty, and legacy. And I want to talk about why there's barriers when it comes to interracial relationships, interracial marriage. Why is there so many things people have to say about it to try to delegitimize interracial marriage, try to make it sound like, oh, well, people aren't really into it, or white men aren't really seeking black women, and and it's a bunch of BS. Okay. Now we do have our barriers, we have our stereotypes, and a lot of people are afraid to jump out of their comfort zone. Okay. The hardest relationship to get into is black women, white men in today's world. Okay. You'll be shamed. People will hate you for it. And it's not really something that's popular, except with black women, white men, right? So there are these things they put in there. And there are people, of course, white supremacists don't want to see this happen. But also there are black men and black women that are trying to stop or slow down the relationships with black women and white men. Okay. There's a lot of forces against us, a lot of demonic forces that don't want to see us come together with love and marriage, black women, white men. Okay. It is what it is. We have a long, hard fought battle ahead of us. We've always fought the long, hard battle since the beginning of time to come together with love and marriage. Okay. But we can defy the odds. Me and my wife, we've been married over 29 years, and we have 3 kids, 3 grandkids. Well, we might have a third one coming, but we got 2 right now. Okay. So I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. When the cat's not even in the bag yet, or do we know? I don't know. But anyway, me and my wife, we found love. We found happiness. Okay. We did.
Yes.
And this is my treasure. My wife, Sandy, she is the prize. She is the treasure. She's the beautiful one. Okay. If you ask me who the prize, there's hands down. It's her. Okay. I love my wife. She's a blessing. She's everything I prayed for and more. Okay. And I've been blessed every step of the way. Oh, thanks. But, and a lot of people have told us in the beginning when we got married, when we were dating, we both had family and friends that said, well, I don't know if it's going to work. You're both good people, but, society won't accept it. We're just so different. No, we're not. We look different, but we're not all that different. Okay, we're not. Me and my wife, we come from traditional families. We're both people of faith. Okay, and we actually have the same religion. So, a lot of stuff,
like in the same things.
Yeah, I mean, we have so much in common.
Yeah,
it's not even funny. But people looking at us would say, oh my God, they're different. Oh my God, the cultural thing is so different. No, it's not. The things that black people are doing in America today are the same things white people are doing. They talk about the cookout. Well, everybody has the cookout. Just, with white people, we bring strange food to the cookout. Aunt Betty's going to bring a potato salad with raisins in it. Why? I don't know. I'm a white man and I've been raised with this. I can't figure it out. It's weird. Okay. And I know black people look at us as weird white people because we are weird. We're crazy. But that's okay.
Gotta have that sometimes.
Yeah, but
balances everything out.
Right. But we found love. And a lot of people didn't think our marriage would work. Not that they were against it. They just thought we'd have so much trouble because of racism, because of stuff that's gone on in the past. They thought, oh my God. And I know my family is like, Sandy's awesome, but look, we don't want you to get hurt. We don't want you to have a broken heart. People are not going to like your relationship. They're not going to like your marriage. And my thought process was, well, hell with them. They don't have to like it. It's about me and my wife. And I chose Sandy to be my wife. Well, she had to accept. I couldn't just force it, right? I had to ask her for her hand in marriage, and I did. And she said yes. Um, but ever since then it's been a blessing.
Yep. The best. I guess it has, but
It has. And guys, tonight, we're going to talk about our marriage a little bit and our family, but I want to review some videos, okay? And I want to speak on some things because we have something that's special, me and my wife, Sandy. Now, I can enjoy my life with my wife, and I am. And I don't have to go on YouTube or tell anybody about our relationship. I got it made. I'm set. Okay? Whether black women, white men get together, I could have the attitude like, oh well, I got what I want in life, right? But I think I need to share what I have. I think I need to let people know the blessing I have. I need to let people know how amazing and beautiful black women are, how much of a value black women are. It's kind of like the Christian, right? That's been born again. He has Jesus in his life, and he could just not say anything and live happily ever after. But he's supposed to share that blessing, right? And this ain't a religious show, but I'm just trying to make a point. I have a beautiful marriage with my wife, and she's a black woman, I'm a white man. And we've been married several years. May will be 30 years. Okay? And it's been successful. Now I can live my blessing and be happy, or I can share it with others and tell people the truth. Because what we're hearing today in society is, oh, black women, white men, it ain't gonna work. White men are fetishizers, and black women, white men, and non-black men don't want you, and all this other crap. And us as white men, we're told that black women are the most race loyal. Well, that is true. But you know what? That never stopped me, because I don't need a majority of black women to love me to be with a black woman. I just need one. I need one woman that, shares my love, and we have our hearts into each other, and we can build a family. We can build love, loyalty, and legacy. And that's what we got, the 3 L's. Okay? That's what makes a marriage work. Regardless if you're interracially, same race, it don't matter. You got to have love, loyalty, and build a legacy. A family is a legacy. You're passing on. You're procreating. You're having children. And that legacy is passed on. Us as men, our job is to take care of our family. Our job is to put our wife and our kids first. Okay? We are the guardians of our family. That's what us as men are here for. Okay? And women are here to share our love, to have our back, to
lift each other up.
Lift each other up, yes. And the thing of it is women aren't here for our pleasure and, to be just totally submissive and we get what we want out of them. No, they're a helper in our family. And we're supposed to love them and cherish them and protect them with our life. That's how we're supposed to treat women. Okay? And I know a lot of men say, well, men are the leaders and women need to submit and all that. That is true. But here's the thing. When you're a leader in a family, the head of the household, guess what? You put everybody above yourself. That means your wife is more important than you. That means your children are more important than you. Okay? You take the back seat. Yeah, you make the decisions, and you're supposed to have that wisdom. And if you're putting your family first, they're going to trust you to make the right decision. But it's not about you, man. You're not the prize. You can't be. Okay? If you're a true man, you can't be the prize. You can't. Sorry. I know you want to be loved and, valued, and you're going to get that when you do what you're supposed to as a man. But the prize is the princess. That is the woman. She is the treasure. Okay? And we need to give that to women because it belongs to women. Okay? That don't demolish a man's value. It don't. Okay? And if you do what you're supposed to as a man, your value is going to skyrocket. She's going to love you with all her heart, and she's going to submit to you. And it's not because that's what she's supposed to do. She's going to love you and want that. It's going to come natural.
Yes.
But I know I'm talking a lot, and I talkity talk. But I love this woman. She is a blessing to me. She is my treasure. She is my better half. She is the prize. And I love my Sandy. And names mean things, right? Sandy, what Sandy means to me is there is a God and he loves me. And she is the proof. Okay.
I appreciate that. I love you too. God bless me too with this with Brent. I mean, he is a good father and he's a good man, and he's just a total blessing to me and my family. And I wouldn't have it no other way. He's just been a great supporter, a great friend. And just an awesome husband. And I'm just truly blessed to have him next to my side and sharing these great years that we have together and in our family. So I couldn't be blessed more than anything. So when God blessed me with the husband, he really blessed me with this great man that's next to me. So I love him and I appreciate him every day, and he's a blessing. So I love you, babe.
Thank you, babe.
What?
And we opened up our options. We chose each other. And our marriage has been a total success. Now, we're human. I get under her nerves. She gets under mine. And I've learned as a husband to just say, you know what, honey, you're right. I'm wrong. And
I don't know how many times that happens in the 30 years, but it happens a couple of times.
But seriously, our marriage works. You know why? It's because we love each other more than our problems. Okay? We all have problems. We all have issues. We all get under each other's skin. We're human. That's what we do. Okay? But at the end of the day, we love each other more than anything.
Right.
And that's what carries us through all the obstacles.
That's right.
Okay. I want to show you some videos. Okay. And me and my wife, Sandy, we're going to react on this and give you.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Give you our opinion on this. Okay. First one's a cute video. And going back to my babysitter, you know the story, right? My wife knows the story. And that young lady was part of leading me to my wife.
Yeah.
And
without her, I would have never met you. So I thank the babysitter. Thank you very much for giving us 30 years.
Right.
Going on 30 years, okay.
But what makes me think about the babysitter is this cute video, right? Of a little boy that sees a picture of a black woman. And let's see his reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me put this up here real quick.
Good boy. Give her a big hug. Sweet. Say bye-bye. Say good night. Sweet dreams.
Can you blow kisses, Oakley?
Oh, no. I told him night-night. She's going to
All All right, let's show that again. I love that video. This was sent to me, and it's awesome.
Future wife.
Future wife, right?
Good boy. Give her a big hug. Sweet. Say bye-bye. Say good night. Sweet dreams.
Can you blow kisses, Oakley?
Oh, no. I told him night-night. She's going to sleep.
That was cute.
Yeah, that was a cute video, right? Look, the little boy, he saw a picture of a black woman, right?
They're so innocent. Yeah.
And look at that. I want to leave that up there. Let me tell you, there's something to this, ladies and gentlemen. That is a beautiful thing. That little boy sees that woman, the picture, and he wants to give her a hug. Okay? And when I seen that video, when it was sent to me, I showed that to my wife and I got emotional. I did. And I remember I had a show, I was talking about the babysitter I had, the woman that I had love for as a child.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom saying we were in a doctor's office and a black woman said hi to me, and I got up in the little couch they had in the doctor's office. I sat next to her and I hugged her. And my mom was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And the lady was okay. She thought it was cute. She said, "Oh, he's really friendly." And my mom's like, "No, he isn't. No, he's friendly with you because he likes you." But there's something about black women. There's a beauty about black women. And it's not just, we don't just see it when we're adults. When we become men, when we have desire for women, that's not just when we see the beauty of black women. We see it as children, okay? And this thing here, I don't believe it's just a coincidence. He saw a woman and, oh, let me give her a hug. No, there's something about black women. There's something about black women that is beautiful. There's something about black women that is loving, okay? And look, when you have love in your heart, people can feel it. People know when there's a blessing, when there's love. And I think this little boy has seen black women, and he identifies her with a woman that has love. And when you're a child, it's innocent. You want to hug her. He sees love. Okay? I seen love when I was a child, and I seen it in black women. Not to say there's not love in other women, there is, but there's something beautiful and special about black women. I tell you what, black women, you want to change this country? You go work in a daycare and you show love to little white boys, and they will seek out black women later on and make black women their wives. I guarantee it. I'm serious. There's something amazing, okay? And when you're a child, you don't have, biases. You don't see people. You're not caught up in the racial dynamic. You're not caught up in the biases or believing you're better or whatever. You're not caught up in that as a child. You're innocent. All you know as a little child is love, being embraced. This child, he don't know what it is to be different people or anything like that. He just sees true love, and he embraces that. The reason I love black women is because I seen true love. The reason Sandy's my wife, I seen true love, guys. There's more to it than just the excitement. Oh my God, it's a black woman. She's different. And she sees me as different. Hey, let's get together. There's more to it than that. Yeah, there's excitement being around people that are different. But my love for black women goes deeper than the experience, goes deeper than opposites attracting and all this stuff, goes deeper than that. There's something beautiful. There's love there. And if you're searching for true love, you're not even focused on what the person looks like, as in skin tone and stuff like that. You see true love. This little boy seen true love. When I was a child, I seen true love. And guess what? That true love come from somebody that don't look like me. And that's okay. It should be about finding true love. It should be about building a family. The heck with what people think in society. We shouldn't live our life on what other people think.
That's right.
Whether it's our family, our friends, our society. We shouldn't. This is a beautiful video, and it tells the truth. Okay? This little boy ain't saying, oh my God, well, she's a black woman. I need to hug a white woman because a white woman looks like my mama, and that's what I got. No, he just says he sees beauty, he sees love, and he wants a hug. Okay? That's what children want. They want love. That's why it's so innocent and pure. You know?
Very
I mean, it is.
Yes.
You show a child love, they'll love you. And that's what black women do. They're so amazing at it. The greatest love that comes from women comes from black women. It does. And I'm not, dissing any other group of women, because women are beautiful across the board. They are. But something is very beautiful about black women.
Well, we were always taught to love and love hard, as they say. So we always taught to love hard, put the people that we love ahead of our own. We always try to go ahead, and make it work. So we always love hard, always. And we always take it to that another level, because we appreciate that person that wants to be with us and wants to build a life with us and wants to have a family with us. So we love with everything, and so that's where we get it. We get it from our, family. We see it from our mom, aunts, everybody that we pretty much grew up with. And that always has been taught with us,
right,
as we were young. So.
Yeah. But isn't that a cute video? I mean,
I like that. It was cute.
It was. And that little boy, he just
staring at her.
He's just looking at her like, oh my God, I love you. Please hug me.
Yeah.
And that hit a lot of emotions. I remember I showed my wife that video, and it took me back to when I was a child. It took me back and how I felt about black women and how amazing and beautiful they were. And I wasn't even thinking about her body or her shape or any. No, I was just like, black women are beautiful, And, just so innocent. He ain't thinking about her butt or whatever. He's a boy. He's a little boy. He just, black women, he feels the love. He can feel it. So he's clinging to that love. That's what children do. So, but yeah, it's deeper than just a little boy sees the picture and hugs the picture. There's something more to it. There's a spiritual component to it. There is. Okay. Let me show this video. This is a black woman and a Korean man. Okay. And they have a child. I don't know if they have more children. I just recently got this. But this is a beautiful video. And look, when I say swirl to invest, when I say black women, white man, that's not just white men and black women. That's non-black men and white women. I'm sorry, non-black men and black women. Okay.
That's a tongue twister. Let's say that one more time.
Okay. No, but I promote swirl to investment with black women and non-black men. Okay, not just white men, but Asian men, different groups of men. I embrace that too. So when I say black women, white men, it's what I'm saying is non-black men and black women. Okay,
Yeah.
gosh, I'm saying what I don't mean.
Yeah. There we go. Moving on to the video. Go ahead.
Right, but here it is. This is a beautiful story. It's a black woman with a Korean man. Okay.
Family. Your kids are amazing. Can you briefly tell me, like how you guys met and how long have you guys been married
All right,
for?
hold on.
You guys are a beautiful family. Your kids are amazing. Can you briefly tell me, like how you guys met and how long have you guys been married for?
Basically, when I first came to Korea, well, I came for the second time in 2018, and I was at a bar near my house, actually. I was ordering a drink, and there was an older guy at the bar. He was like in his 60s, but for some reason, he spoke fluent English. He asked me if I was interested in somebody that he knew. So I got set up on a blind date by a stranger. So his name was Mr. Lee, and he ended up being his supervisor from the past.
Did Mr. Lee, like showed you his photo beforehand?
Yeah, he showed me his picture. He told me he was a firefighter, which I was into. I was like, that's cool. And he's good looking. And so, yeah, he set us up on a blind date. And we all hung out together for the first time.
첫인상 어떻나요?
첫인상은 너무 아름다웠어요. 진짜 좀 shocked? 깜짝 놀랐어요.
Oh, see, that's what it's all about. Okay. Gosh, you see true love here. Look, the woman's beautiful and she tells a story, and his boss, his supervisor, hooks him up.
That's pretty.
That's a good boss there. Hey, I wish I had a supervisor that cared for me like that. Oh my God. But she's a beautiful young lady, and this man, you could tell he's in love. They're both in love. They got a beautiful child there, and you know, was there 2 kids?
Yeah, I think they had 2. Yeah.
2 kids?
Yeah.
Okay. But they found true love. They're happy. And me and Sandy can relate to this.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 children. We got 2 daughters and a son. And we miss our children. We do. Up in our age, we got grandchildren now, and
We're still holding on to the youngest one. She's trying to break loose, but we're still trying to hold on
yeah,
to her.
our youngest daughter, she's in college right now, but I'm telling her, hey, stick with us a little longer.
Right.
Our oldest daughter and our son, just like when they got of age, we're out of here.
Yeah.
But they're self-sufficient. They're
Yeah.
doing their thing.
Yeah.
Our oldest daughter's been married 7 years now to her
Close to
husband.
8, yeah.
Close to 8.
Mhm.
They got 2 children, two girls. And that's amazing. That when you see your children doing good, and our goal in life is to have our children do better than us.
Yeah.
And our daughter and her husband are doing better. Thank God, though. But they're successful, and they love each other. And they both got married at 20 years old. I was like, oh my God, wait, guys, wait. But they were in love. They want to get married. He's in the Air Force, and I thought, oh my God, they're going to rush into it. And I told my daughter, because she was close to getting her bachelor's degree, and I'm like, oh, don't waste your college to jump into a marriage. But she jumped in. She's in love. And he's a good guy. I mean,
Yes,
but they were both really young, but they made it work. And
Mm-hmm.
my daughter graduated Arizona State with a master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
So her colleague, look, and she's a loving wife and a mother, and she's highly educated.
Yeah.
And I give most of the credit to my wife, because she raised her to be a beautiful, loving young lady, both traditional and professional. And that's how my wife is. She's traditional, but she's professional too. She's a great wife and mother, but killing it in the corporate world.
Keep it sassy and classy.
There you go. But this is neat.
Yeah.
And we're
that's a
seeing
key.
true
Yeah, I
love.
like
They
that.
swirled to investment. That's what swirl to investment looks like. interracial dating to marriage, doing it the right way. We don't hook up because we have desires and we're excited. No, we do it because we love each other, because we see the best in each other. And I think this couple has that.
But yeah, you can tell by watching the video. You know, she's smiling and he's smiling, and he's just, looks like he's just, in fact, just loves her. I mean,
Right.
He just looks at her and he just, wants to be around her and wants to, and so they got two little kids running around. So I mean, it's just, when they look at each other, they just have that smile on them. It's a beautiful. That's a cute. I love that. I like that video.
Yeah, and in fact, seeing that, I just want to. After this, I'm taking my wife out to dinner, and when we get home,
showing the video, but we need to show videos more often then.
Right?
Together.
Yeah, right. We do react on more videos, but watching this video, I'm excited to go out and eat, and then we come home, we'll wrap up in a blanket and watch a movie. How's that sound?
Yeah. I'm off for the weekend, so I'm good to go. I can stay up as late as I want to, except for you.
Yeah, I got to go to work tomorrow, but you can stay up.
Yes.
I love you. I just fall asleep in your lap. Is that okay?
That works.
Okay, we're good then. I get rest and she gets to stay up. It's a win-win. Okay, but that's a beautiful video.
Yeah, that's a nice video. Looks like that.
Okay. This last video I want to review, and this is a Black woman that gives her opinion on interracial relationships. Okay, I'm not going to tear into this young lady, but I do disagree with things she says. Okay, and we're going to talk about this, and not with no hate, not with but we're going to have a difference of opinion. Okay. And I try to get myself to get in that mold, because sometimes I get in that, competitive spirit where I just want to put you down before you put me down, and I want to go all in. This ain't what I'm going to do with this video. I just want to tell how I feel, and from what she's saying. Okay. It's okay to have a difference of opinion.
Yes, there is. That's fine.
But we need to fight for what we have. We need to fight for the love we have. Okay, Swirl to investment. People say, oh, that's a great movement you have. It's not mine. It never was mine. I'm a part of it. Okay, all it is people come together with love and marriage, Black women, white men. We've been doing that for centuries, okay? It's nothing new. It's easier for us to do it now than the past, of course, but I just put a name on it. I thought, okay, Swirl, interracial dating to marriage. Mm-hmm. That's where I put it in, because I want a positive about swirling. I want swirling to be a beautiful thing. Right. I want it to be something that is meaningful, leading to marriage. That's why I put the investment in there, because we can swirl and hook up and have intimate relationships, and it ends up to be nothing. I don't want that. No. I want it to lead to marriage, lead to building a family, love, loyalty, and legacy. Okay,
they deserve that.
Yeah,
the women out there deserve that. Yes,
most definitely, and Black women deserve it more than any other group of women. Yes. I'm just going to say it. But anyway, you've seen this young lady. Her name's Shay Sharday, I think. Mm-hmm. And you know her opinion, and everybody has a right to it. But let's listen to what she says, and we'll give our opinion. Okay, this is an educational, teachable moment. All right. Without further ado, let me put this up here. I'm going to run it all the way through, and then I'll bring it back and break it down. How's that?
It's this false notion of Black woman's undying dedication to the Black race. This is where I think the conversation can get a little bit disingenuous, because lack of options is not loyalty. I think what oftentimes is not really being talked about is the really, really hard and difficult truth of what it means to be a Black woman in America with a horrible reputation. That there is no culture at the very least in America, that looks at marrying into the Black community as a level up. Let's just be honest. You don't see Indian cultures, you don't see Chinese cultures, definitely not white cultures. Like by and large, a person marrying into a Black family is not seen as a level up. Now, of course, you're going to have, where example, as a race of women, like I said, we have horrible PR. I'm not saying that's all true, but we do. The PR for Black women sucks. I talk about this all the time. And other races of men have had access to the collective of Black women, not only since the beginning, quite literally since slavery, if you want to go there, even since, Love versus Virginia. Yet the interracial marriage rate has not significantly gone up. This is not because there are a whole bunch of Black women going around who are turning down Brad, who are turning down, Hispanic men or Asian men and turning down all these proposals. And there's all these men who are just wanting to be with a Black woman, but we're saying, no, we're not going to accept your engagement. We're not going to accept your wealth. We're not going to accept all of your assets. We're not going to accept your socio-political power. We're not going to do that. We're going to hold out for the fantasy of Black love. That's not happening. Nobody looks at marrying a Black woman as a level up. I'm talking about the collective. And so the truth is there's just a lot of races of men who just strictly do not want to marry Black women. They will maybe have sex with a Black woman. They may even get them pregnant. But when it comes to settling down, especially when you're talking about trying to do the hypergamy thing, it becomes even more difficult. And this is, to me, I think what's not really being openly talked about is the actual racial dynamics. Where it's like, yeah, you will have a select group of men of other ethnicities who would be happy to marry a Black woman. But you also have men who will be like, maybe I would, but there's pressure in my family to not do it. Or if I did marry a Black woman, I could lose my inheritance. Or I'm just not interested in Black women. Like there's all these different things going on. And this, to me, is one of the issues with this conversation. Like, we're not talking about the fact that it's not just about Black women's loyalty to Black men. It's the fact that other races of men have to, with open arms, be willing to accept an entire group of women in. And they've had decades to do so. And yet we have not seen there be a huge increase.
Okay. A lot there, right? Okay. All right. I wanted you guys to see the full TikTok of what she's saying. Okay. And she cracks me up. Yeah, she cracks me up too. But I want you to see it, and then I'm going to break it down. Okay. And hit on some things she says. Okay. And I'm going to give you my opinion. Sandy will give you hers. Okay. And right. But anyway, let's play it. Let's break it down. And you can make your own judgment. Okay. Is she totally right? Am I totally wrong? Let's run it through, and let me give you my opinion, okay? And then I'll let Sandy give hers, okay?
What is this false notion of Black woman's undying dedication to the Black race? This is where I think the conversation can get a little bit disingenuous, because lack of...
Okay, let's stop right there. Okay. What is this thing about Black women's undying loyalty to Black men, being race loyal? Well, let me tell you something, okay? The least group of women to date and marry out is Black women. Okay, it's true. Mm-hmm. Okay, Black women are the most race loyal. Okay, now maybe it's not just that they just want to be with a Black man. Maybe there's other barriers. Maybe there's like, okay, white men are racist. I don't want to get a racist white guy. They're fetishizers. Oh my God. And she might be attracted to white men, but might be scared to hell of dating a white man because of all the horrible stuff she's heard, right? Maybe that's why she's loyal. Maybe it's not so much that, oh my God, I got to have a Black man or nothing. Maybe it's just she's too scared. I mean,
Well, yeah, because you have some people that are like that don't want to explore because yes, because we've been told some of the stories don't bring home a white guy, or if you do that, then you're gonna be disowned, and if that's the case, then I'm not gonna talk. I mean, we heard all the terms and the spoon fed stuff that we always been fed not to date out, but yet you know other races of men can go ahead and date out, and it doesn't mean a thing. So but for us black women, it's a totally different story. Why that is, I could never understand that. And so but what she's saying here makes yeah, no, I it makes no sense. I mean, just trying to go ahead and make sense of it from her standpoint is nothing. It's
yeah. And there
BS.
and there are black women that only attracted to black
Oh,
men.
that's fine.
They're out there.
That's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. But I think a lot of times it's conditioning, propaganda, stereotypes, generalizations that keep us apart. Okay. But anyway, let's hear what else she has to say. Sorry I stopped it so soon, but I felt I had to hit this one.
Of options is not loyalty. I think what oftentimes is not really being talked about is the really, really hard and difficult truth of what it means to be a Black woman in America with a horrible reputation. That there is no culture, at the very least in America, that looks at marrying into the Black community as a level up. Let's just be honest.
Okay, let me stop there. The reputation. Okay. What gives black women a reputation? Okay. Let's think about this. She says it's a reputation about black women. What is that? What society says? What movies say? Stereotypes, generalizations? That there are reputations of black women in the media and different places that are negative, but there are reputations of black women that are very positive, most educated. Okay. Black women are professional. They know how to dress. They're killing it in the corporate world. Okay. There's people I know in my family that think black women are so smart and just got it so much together that they're like, no wonder you married a black woman. They got it together. They're doing great in the corporate world. They're successful. And then they look at my wife. She's been very successful, not just as a wife and a mother, but in the corporate world too. Okay. And she's very highly educated. A lot of black women are. And a lot of us see that. And that's a beautiful reputation. Okay. I think a lot of times the haters try to put the stereotype of the mad black woman type thing. And really, black women are not like that. They don't walk around angry and mad and crazy. There's TV shows, there's movies that portray black women like that, like some of the shows that Tiffany Haddish is in, where black women are crazy, loud, and over sexualized. That's not the true black woman. I have found it hard to find black women that fit that stereotype. I haven't seen that. Well, one,
Right.
but you know what I'm talking
Well,
about.
yeah,
But
yeah.
most black women are beautiful, loving women, professional, hardworking, and
Well, we always taught that in our families. It was get your education. My mom, because my mom, she didn't have a higher education because she had to stop and help with the family, or in my family they had a farm that they had, that they worked, in order to go ahead and get food on the table, and everything. So she didn't have a lot of the high education. But my grandmother made sure that my aunt and my mother made sure that they got the education that they need, that they was offered to them. So when that was passed down, so that's passed down to us, is to get your education, build your family, take time, vet, build it, help with that family, because that's what you're going to need to build that family to go ahead and have that success and go on with that. And that's how we always been us as Black women. That's what we always were taught. We go and then we go ahead and we build and so and at this as going to get into Black family as a come up, nobody's even said that before. So I don't even know where this come up comes from. I mean, when we go ahead and we invest or explore our options in with the person that we love that's going to build a family with us that has the same goals and ideas that we do, bring to the family. Yes, because when we bring the person we love to the family, that's who we're gonna successfully build our family and life with. But
Yeah. But when she said marry into the Black family, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. But did she say that yet?
marry into the Black family, and
Or-
it's like a come up or something.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Let me tell you something. When I married my wife, I wasn't thinking about marrying into a Black family. That wasn't even in my mind. I was focused on my wife, not who her family is and their status. And my wife's family was a successful family, but they were like on the same level as my family.
Yeah.
Blue collar, working class. Her father worked for the post office. My father was a fireman, paramedic. I mean, they're working class people. We're in the same economic thing. So, but it wouldn't have mattered if she was from the hood or from Hollywood. I love her and I want her to be my wife. It's not about marrying into the family. Are we trying to build legacies between families? But the beautiful thing is my family and her family became friends, and a lot of both our families hang out together and do things together.
Yeah.
And when we have holidays,
Gathering.
members of both our families come to our house, and we're like the central point of everybody coming here for the holidays, because we live out in the desert, we live out in the suburbs, we have a big yard, we have a good sized house where everybody fits in, and we end up paying for it too, but that's okay. But they love being here, but our families come together. And that's a beautiful thing. A marriage can bring families together.
And we enjoy each other's company.
But I didn't marry my wife because of her family status. What is that? I mean, I married her because I love her. But anyway, let's carry on.
You don't see Indian cultures. You don't see Chinese cultures. Definitely not white cultures. Like, by and large, a person marrying into a Black family is not seen as a level up. Now, of course, you're going to have, where example, as a race of women, like I said, we have.
All right, let me stop it there. Marrying into a family. First of all, if you're marrying the woman or the man because of their family, you need to rethink why you're getting married. Because, like I said, I love my wife. I want her to be my wife. I'm not looking at what her family is and their status. I'm looking to build my own family. Like the Bible says, a man grows up and leaves his mother and father and finds his wife, right? And builds his family. That's what I was looking for. I don't care about her family status. I just want her to say yes to my marriage proposal, right?
That's it.
That's it. I don't know where she's going with this, okay?
I think sometimes people think that they say with interracial couples, and if people don't know you or they met you, you have friends that you meet. I think with us a lot when people met him, they didn't know about me, and when people met me, they didn't know about him. Which that's fine, because I'm not going to go out and meet people and say, meet people say, oh yeah, guess what, my husband, we're not doing that. because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
nobody's business, But
Oh,
you
yeah.
have some people that, I guess this is what I'm saying, that once they see an interracial couple, and it's on the flip side of white and I'm black, and people get intrigued by that. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
like they always see the other side, but when they see this combination, people are intrigued. They want to know more. They want to ask questions. They're just like, it's how's your family feel? And I think that's when people think, oh, does the family treat you any different, or do they say anything
Yeah.
to you, or how they treat you? Did you treat you like one of the family? Yeah. So that's where that might those were what she's probably talking about. But
Maybe.
yeah,
Okay.
that we don't. Yeah, we this is us. This got nothing to do with family.
Right.
I mean, family's great when they're behind you and you got people that's fine. But this is us. So family or no family, this is what makes it work. So
Right. Right. And that's what it's all about. Because when I married my wife, I started my own family. Now, if they're not on board, they don't support us. Well, I have to cut ties. And that's the thing. And that's part of getting out of that comfort zone. Some people you might have to cut ties with.
Mhm.
I know there were some so-called friends that didn't like my marriage with my wife. And it blew my mind because I didn't think they were like that. There was a couple family members that didn't like it. I had to cut ties with. I'm like, wow, what?
I had a friend, me to catch you up. I
Yeah.
had a friend that videotaped our wedding, and she videotaped our wedding, and so as she videotaped our wedding, she had told a couple of my friends, and these are my good friends that I went to school with, and so they videotaped, and she says, "I wonder how long this is gonna last." And I bet she just doesn't laugh at now. This was recorded on a VHH tape, so that just
VHS,
goes-
yeah. Well,
that just goes to
94,
show.
yeah.
So it's like, really, come on, but I mean, it's just it sometimes just blows my mind. And some things that people that say, there are things that they say just it's really ignorant and stupid, and you just have to shake your head and just wonder, really, this is what it's all about right now. But with that being said, I just really, I agree with one of the people in the comments. She's something else.
Yeah. And with that, and there were people in my family and that said, oh, well, she's pregnant, that's why he married her. It couldn't they couldn't just say, okay, they fell in love, oh my god, they love each other, they're getting married. No, it was either there's some sexual desire going on, or she's pregnant and I'm trying to fix it. And
I should have took bets on that.
I know, right? Gosh, we could have been rich.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, I say it's going to last 30 years. Oh, you're on.
Yes, Miss Beverly. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And the thing of it is I remember my grandmother was like, well, I don't even give it 6 months. You give it 30 years? How about that?
Yes, Miss McGee. Yeah, you have put some good points out there too as well. So yeah, it's I just like for me, I just like seeing the reaction of people. A lot of people don't know when they first meet me, they don't know about Brent, and that's fine, because that's my thing. So I don't, until I'm comfortable with them, then I'll, might let them in. But I don't say anything. I just, let it.
You know what? What was funny is when we got married, I went into the Army, right? And I was stationed. If you guys were in the military, in the Army, I was stationed. My first duty station was Fort Sill, Oklahoma, right? In the middle of nowhere. But the good thing is it was close to New Mexico, right? But I remember I went to the duty station first. My wife was finishing college. So, when she finished, I went back home and brought my wife to be with me. And I told people I'm bringing my wife there. Oh, great, that's awesome. And when they got to meet my wife, my unit, people were like, "She's black. She's black." And it was like people had to talk about me having a black wife, and they were so amazed that and they would tell me what they tell me today. You don't look like the type of white guy to be with a black woman. And I'm like, well, okay, what's that type look like? But people, it wasn't that they had hate. Well, I had a squad leader that didn't like it, but talk like I walked on water till I see my wife, and all of a sudden I couldn't do anything right anymore. But you have people like that. But people were amazed, and I found it kind of funny because there were white men in my unit that were married to black women too. So it wasn't like I was the only one. But still, people find it, oh wow, it's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, he likes black women? Wow. Okay.
Yes.
And I don't take offense to it because some people are like curious. Oh, stereotypically, you don't look like the type of white guy that likes black women. And I don't take offense to that because I don't try to act like stereotypical black person. I guess I think that's where they're coming from, maybe, with that. So I don't get upset. Okay, I don't look like that guy. Well, guess what? I'm that guy. But anyway, it's an experience. But but we've dealt with that stuff. But you know what?
Yeah.
People have always told me, all through our marriage, they told me, they say, you know what? I can tell you really love your wife. And they've told me that when we first got married, and they tell me that to this day. And I tell you, I love my wife with all my heart. She is everything to me. She is the treasure. She is the prize. She is the better half. I have no problem saying that because it's the honest to God truth. And I'm thankful to have her in my life.
Okay, when we go eat, I give you an appetizer.
Right. Okay. But anyway, let's continue with this video because I want to break down some other things.
Horrible PR. I'm not saying that's all true, but we do. The PR for black women sucks. I talk about this all the time. And other races of men have had access to the collective of black women, not only since the beginning, quite literally since slavery, if you want to go there.
Okay, let me stop there. Okay. Why is there bad PR for black women? Okay, let's talk about that. It shouldn't be that way. Black women are the most educated, most loving, most loyal. When us as men marry black women, our marriages last longer, of any race. Okay. But why do they give black women a bad image, a bad name? And why do we allow that to happen? Seriously, black women should be upset about it. They should be pissed off. Those of us that love black women should be pissed off. We should not accept that. That's uncalled for. That is wrong. And black men should not accept that either. What are we doing? Because black women are not, in real life, portraying that stereotype. They're actually being successful. They're actually getting their degrees. They're actually making marriage successful. But yet, we put out that image. Why? But
yeah, because I think some people, when certain kind of men go ahead and do that, they go ahead and put that image out there, and it's more focused, and you do have some men out there that focus on that negative, and they keep putting it out there, putting it out there, and for with the positive, because there's a lot of black women out there that are doing positive things like going to school, doing internships. I mean, doing their own businesses, making it work, putting it out there and stuff. And then but for some reason, everybody wants to feed off the negative of it. And that's where it comes from. And so everything that they see and they go by, it's just the negative side. And yeah, and that does make me upset with that, because that's not how us as Black women are. We fight, we work hard, we provide, we work hard, don't sleep standing up. See, I mean, it's like 50,000 things on our back that we have to do. And when I see things like that, it makes me upset, because us as women are here are trying to go ahead and make the best what we can out of what we have and what we can get and what we can do to support family, to be loved, to be all this we're juggling. And so but for some reason everybody just wants to see you see a couple people do 2 good things, and then next they show 20 bad things. And then here we go.
Yeah. Lola Doll married my husband 2003, 20 years. Congratulations.
Yes.
And that's beautiful. With Black women and white men, look, it's not unusual to see marriages like me and my wife that have lasted through the years. It's not. Okay. And we've met people that have been married several years like us. And the beautiful thing is, when I talk to other white men or non-Black men, right, married to Black women, it's like we say the same things. It's almost like we could finish each other's sentences, like me and my wife do. It was funny. Like, we were talking and we were like saying the same things. But seriously, men that experience love from Black women, that are in love, that we say the same things, because we see the true treasure and blessing we have. And we embrace it, we love it, and we're grateful for it. And you could find out a person's character when they talk about a person and they say the same things. Well, look at it this way. White men I've talked to say the same things about Black women I do. So it's not that's just my opinion or their opinion. It's actually a Black woman's character that we see.
That means you've been listening.
Oh, yeah. Right? I'm not always the best listener, but yeah. But anyway, let's carry on.
Even since, Love versus Virginia, yet the interracial marriage rate has not significantly gone up. This is not because there are...
Okay, that's a lie. It's significantly gone up quite a bit. Okay. The interracial marriage between Black women and white men, when Loving versus Virginia, well, let's just go to 1980, was 3%. Black women, white men. Now it's like 12%, right? Some studies say it's up to 21%, but the most conservative is 12%, right? That's 4 times what the rate was during Loving Virginia. Okay, so an increase of 4 times is what? Think about it. 4 times as much? It's not really a significant change. No, it's a very significant change. Okay? And look, it keeps growing every day. And it's not about how many are doing it and how much it's increasing. The most important thing is we have the most successful marriages. Okay, we're doing the best among everybody. Okay, Black women and white men are the most successful when it comes to marriage of all groups. Even 2 Black people, 2 white people, we are the most successful. Okay? So regardless if we increase 2%, 3%, it don't matter. it's the best, we have the best outcome. But it's increased since 1980 4 times. 4 times, guys. Okay? Or maybe 3 times, okay? 3 times, okay?
He wants to get an extra push.
Yeah, I'm pushing it. That's a 75% increase, right? That ain't some small little insignificant increase. It's a great increase. And this young lady will say, well, less than 1% of white men are married to black women. Okay. Did you know less than 1% of Americans are serving in the military on active duty? Less than 1% serving our armed forces on active duty right now. That's millions of people. Okay. And here's another number they don't tell you about. Black women are only 7% of our population. White men is like 35%. And I'm talking white men, non-Hispanic, okay? 35%. Now you add in Hispanic, Arabs, Asian. Of course, the numbers of white men with black women are going to be low all the time. If every black woman married a white man, you know what the percentage of marriages would be with white men to black women? The best case scenario would be 28%. That still sounds low. And that's when we got every black woman. So don't listen to these numbers. Don't listen to this crap, okay? I don't have no hate for this woman, but she's not speaking the truth. She's not. She's taking it and making it sound as negative as she can.
Yeah, you can tell.
And she speaks some truth, less than 1%, yes, but we're the overwhelming majority of people on the planet, or not the planet, sorry, in America. We're actually a minority in the planet, but in America, we are the majority, white people. The biggest group is white women. Number 2 is white men. Okay. So even if we married every black woman in America, our numbers would still be low, is what I'm saying. Interracial relationships between black women and white men have increased 3 times as it was in 1980. That's 1980. That ain't going back to Loving versus Virginia. So keep that in mind. Okay. But what I see in this, guys, and I see like a Debbie Downer type look on things. I don't know. But it just seems like she's trying to push like, hey, it ain't really worth it. Not many people are doing it. But anyway, that's my opinion. Let's hear what else she has to say.
Whole bunch of black women going around who are turning down Brad, who are turning down, Hispanic men or Asian men, and turning down all these proposals. And there's all these men who are just wanting to be with a black woman, but we're saying no, we're not going to accept your engagement. We're not going to accept your wealth. We're not going to accept all of your assets. We're not going to accept your socio-political power. We're not going to do that. We're going to hold out for the fantasy of black love. That's not happening. Nobody looks at marrying a black woman as a level up. I'm talking about the collective. And so the truth is, there's just a lot of races of men who just strictly do not want to marry black women. They will maybe have sex with a black woman. They may.
Okay, here we go again. All right, same old thing. They're not having it. They're really this big group of men that want to be with black women, and it just whatever. Okay. Black love is a thing. Okay. A lot of black women want black love. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. Okay. But that is a thing. And it's not like she makes it sound like white men just don't want to be with black women. That's a lie. You know, there's a lot of black women that don't want to have anything to do with white men. Look, I've experienced it through the years. Okay. I've had black women that would turn me down because I'm a white guy, have turned me down because I don't understand the struggle that black women go through. Turn me down because, oh, he could be racist because he don't understand what I go through. Or all this crap that we're being faced with. You know, and I'm going to tell you the truth. The reason why there are a number of white men that don't go after black women is because we're scrutinized so much. We're told that we're racist. We don't understand a black woman's struggle. We don't know what she goes through. And a lot of times we're turned down by black women because we're white men. Look, and that's okay. But what she's saying is totally false. I know there's barriers there. We don't come together because we don't think the other person likes each other. Okay, that's there. But it's not that we don't want to be together. Okay, and she's being a Debbie Downer, suppressing it. Oh, well, they don't want to, you know, it's not a thing to be married into the black family. We're not trying to marry into the black family. We just love black women. We're trying to start our own family.
Our own legacy.
Our own legacy, yes. You know, and look, and this, what she's pushing, a lot of people believe this stuff. That white men, oh, it's because we don't want to lose our inheritance, or we don't want to be part of the black family, and all this crap. And most of the time, it's black women that want to be with black men. Let's be honest. And that's okay. I'm not trying to be in a popularity contest with black men. The truth is the truth. Most black women want to be with black men, okay? And that's okay. That's their choice. That's their right. But it's not us black men. It's not us white men that don't want to be with black women. We really do want to be with black women. Okay? That's where the truth really is. It's black women most of the time that shut the door. It's not us white men.
Because it's different, and it's not like an everyday, not like to say like everyday thing. It's just something that's different, that's totally out of the comfort zone if you just haven't stepped out and done it. That's the thing. So it gets scared to everybody. And you know, and not to me to cut you off, but I you know, I understand that, because I was too. I was at that point where I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But you know, with my family, my mom, and you know, and my father, it was just, you know, it was just like, why not? I mean, well, what do you got to lose? I mean, you know, you know, that's going to be your legacy. Okay, here we go with, you know, thing to follow. Do you want to go ahead and do that? You know, people are going to talk. You're going to be okay with that? You're going to have thick skin when people say something, or you're going to just, you know, do what you want with your life that you have. So it was pretty much that. And so once you know, and I was like, yeah, you know, it's your decision, not everybody else's. So I think when you go ahead and you step out and you're not quite sure and you haven't done it, it gets a little bit scary. I understand that. But it's, you know, it's almost like when you go to a job, or you got your interview, or, you know, you want to start something new, or, you know, just things like that. It's almost that same feeling. So either you're going to go ahead and step out that limb and give yourself a shot, and you can always say yes or no. It's not for you. That's fine. You know, you can say you tested and you're done with it. But give yourself that option, that open. And, you know, because like I always say, you know, to the ladies, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be with somebody that loves you and respects you. You know, you deserve that. Us as black women deserve that. You know, and like I said, you know, we love hard, we give hard, and we always give 120% of whatever else that we do when it comes to relationships and family. So
right. Yeah.
So,
but
and Miss Gina, sorry, congratulations, 27 years of marriage. I did see that. So Gina, here, yeah.
All right. Yeah, congratulations
On the 27 years. So
Yeah. But the thing of it is all the stuff she's saying, we don't have to accept that. You know, you be with whoever you want to be with. Look, when I pursued black women, it's not that that's who I wanted to be with. I knew I wasn't going to be the most popular guy with black women because I'm a white guy. I knew that ain't going to happen. But that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for the best option, which is black women. And all I need is one woman to have a good wife, right? And I think if we looked at things that way, we'd be better off. She's saying, well, it's not there. The stats aren't there. They don't want to be in the black family and this and that. And white men and black women, you know, are not race loyal. They just don't have no options. That's a bunch of crap. Black women can be with whoever they want to be with, you know. And truth be told, it's not black women, it's not white men that are stopping it. It's black women. Okay. And I get it. Black women are conditioned more. Black women, you know, are told things. They're shamed more.
yes.
Black women go through a lot more crap than white men do when we date out. They do. It's honest God truth. I mean, I'll have some family members that don't like it and say some things, but whatever. But black women, they're called race traitors, sellout, bed wench, all these horrible things, right? And they have to put up with that to date out. And then when they get there, when they're okay to date out, then they see this young lady say, well, white men don't really want you. They don't want to lose their inheritance, all this and that. Well, come on now.
I didn't know where the inheritance come from.
I don't know. I guess they think, I guess us white men, we're so wealthy that if we marry a black woman, we're going to lose our inheritance. Well, I never got an inheritance, so I don't know what she's talking about. Okay, maybe the wealthy white people.
Too many movies.
Yeah, I mean,
you listed too much.
Look,
too much stuff.
What the Prince in England married a biracial woman. Lost his crown for that. For her. Well, I don't think his brother was first in line, but anyway, I'm just saying. There really ain't a lot of people that are turning down black women for inheritance. That just ain't. And who's to say that family wouldn't be okay with a black woman? I mean, in the family. I mean, it just all of a sudden, you know, it's always like, you know, we assume that white people don't want black people in the family, I guess. Anyway, let's continue.
They even get them pregnant. But when it comes to settling down, especially when you're talking about trying to do the hypergamy thing, it becomes even more difficult. And this is, to me, I think what's not really being openly talked about is the actual racial dynamics. Where it's like, yeah, you will have a select group of men of other ethnicities who would be happy to marry a black woman. But you also have men who will be like, maybe I would, but there's pressure in my family to not do it. Or if I did marry a black woman, I could lose my inheritance. Or I'm just not interested in black women. Like there's all these different things going on. And this to me is
okay, there again, it's to put doubt in your mind, black women. That us white men, well, we can lose our inheritance, and our family just don't want us to be with a black woman, and I would, but this and that, and it's from what I've seen in this video. This is my humble opinion. I think she's trying to tell black women, you're better off just staying with a black man. White men don't really like you like that, and you know, there's some cases it might work, but usually it don't. This is a Debbie Downer scenario with her, in my opinion. I don't know where she gets this stuff. Look, I'm a white man, and I've never had inheritance. My family threatened me with inheritance with my black wife. In fact, my mother and father were praising God when she married me because she's like, "Oh my God, thank God he got a good wife." I mean, they were thanking God. They were thanking my mother-in-law because of my wife. I mean, they fell in love with my wife. They're like, "Thank God he got a good wife." You know, I mean,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
are we living in a scenario in the 1920s of
Bring
a
it back.
wealthy white man that loves a black woman from the other side of the tracks, and she ain't got nothing, and they threaten his inheritance? I mean, come on. We're in 2024. Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Bringing the
But
same.
let's finish this up.
Yes, please.
One of the issues with this conversation. Like, we're not talking about the fact that it's not just about black women's loyalty to black men. It's the fact that other races of men have to, with open arms, be willing to accept an entire group of women in. And they've had decades to do so. And yet we have not seen there be a huge increase.
But we have seen an increase, not a huge, it's increased 3 times what it was in 1980. So you can say it's not a huge increase, but it really is a huge increase. Okay? 3% in 1980 to 12% in 2023.
And still growing.
And still growing, which that's a very conservative estimate, the 12%. It's actually higher than that. So yes, it is happening in larger numbers. It's 3 times what it was in 1980. Okay, so dismiss me with this crap. Okay, just say you don't think it's a good idea for black women to be with white men. Just say that's what you don't want, because you can say act as neutral as you want and try to help out black women. But let me tell you, when black women marry white men, their marriages are more successful. They have more wealth. They're happier. And guess what? They live longer. Just saying. And us white men, we benefit highly with black women. Our marriages increase. Okay? More than any other group of women. Yes, even more than white women. Okay? Yes. A 44% less chance of a divorce with a black woman than a white woman. Okay? So us as white men, we do better with black women. So regardless of what the stats are, how many are doing it, it don't matter how many are doing it. It's what is the best result? What is the best? Who is the best option? Most white men don't marry black women, but dang it, I want the best option. I'm not trying to do what other white men do. I'm trying to have the best I can have. I want the best marriage. I want the best wife. I want the best situation. How do I get that? Statistically, marrying the black woman, you have a better chance of that. And me and my wife, our marriage is proof of that. There ain't too many people that can say they've been married longer than me and my wife, Sandy. Whether they're a white couple, black couple, Asian couples, there's not too many. But I tell you what, thank God I didn't listen to people. I have the most successful marriage in my family, hands down. Number 2 is my brother, but he started later. Okay? I'm just saying. But she has a right to her opinion. I don't have hate. I mean, and I think, in my opinion, I think she's trying to discourage interracial relationships. I don't think she really believes in it. But, she's been spoon fed this stuff. I don't think she's making it up. I think she actually believes this. That white men, they're afraid to lose their inheritance and all this other crazy stuff. And there's probably situations like that. But most of us white men, we're not threatened with that. In fact, a lot of us don't. I never got an inheritance. That wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, I'll ask my father-in-law about that.
Yeah, right. Right. Well, I'm a white guy. Why wouldn't I was threatened with that inheritance? But anyway. But I just wanted to bring my wife Sandy. I love her so
Hi
much.
guys, it's always good to see you guys.
And look, we got married back in May 19th, 1994. Okay. When May comes around, we'll hit 30 years.
Yes.
I was going to take her to the Bahamas for a wedding vacation, but she said she wanted a room added to a house and her kitchen done,
And then I want my backyard done.
and yeah, her backyard renovated, and so we'll probably have to do our 31st anniversary. But anyway,
In
guys,
the backyard. No,
look,
it'd be nice. It'd be done.
right, but I love my wife. She's everything to me. Okay. And I would do anything for her. If I was to give her the world tonight, it wouldn't even compare to the blessing that she's given me. I spent 20 years in the United States Army. I'm retired. Okay. I've been in 4 combat deployments. Okay. I've had several injuries, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of crap my wife had to put up with. Okay. And my wife has never complained. She's always loved me with open arms. She's always supported me. And I can't even, and when I say she's the better half, it's not even a thing. I can't even, I can't even give her enough to equal what she's done for me.
That's what marriage is all about.
And I'm grateful. I love this woman. She's my, my princess, my treasure. She's my everything.
No.
She's my wife. She's the mother of my children. And guys, I don't understand it, how blessed I am. I can't even figure it out. But I am so grateful. I don't deserve the wife I have. I don't. But I thank God for her. And you know what? Thank God I opened up my options. Thank God I took my Swirl to investment. But
Yeah. Well, I love you too, babe. You've been a blessing too. You're truly a blessing. And I appreciate everything that you have done and your sacrifices. So I love you.
Oh, you're being sweet. See, you know what? And the crazy thing is even though I'm so blessed, she acts like I'm not that blessed. But she tries to give me some credit. I love her for that. But seriously, the success I have in my life is because she's always had my back. There's been humbling times with my wife. I remember when I joined the Army, my reading level was really low. I share that with you guys, right? Now I have college. I'm college educated, okay? I'm not no walking dummy, but I was back in the day, and she got me out of that. And the Army tested me. And the Army gave me some tutors and stuff to help me out. But she worked with me. And I remember I'd come home from work and we'd read a book together. And she's always had my back. She's always been supportive. And anytime I've gotten a job or tried for a promotion, which I didn't think I would get, she always encouraged me and always give me that motivation, that love I've had from her. Like I said, I'm better than I ever thought I would be. And I'm not arrogant. I don't think I'm great, but I see the success I got from my wife's love and her having my back. And I tell people, and I say, open up your options. Get to know Black women. Black women are amazing. And let me tell you, all through my life, I felt love from Black women. You know, from a child growing up. And I'm not just talking Black women I dated. Okay, that was a wonderful experience, but I'm being honest. Black women in general have there's something about them. They have a big heart. They're loving. And mostly Black women, you show them a little love, they're going to give it back. Whether you're dating her, married to her, or she's just a friend at work, you're going to get more back than what you put in. And that's beautiful.
Well, babe, you know, your success is my success, and that's how we work together.
That's
And
right.
so when we work together at that, it becomes united, it becomes as one. So that's how, you know, we work together. And there's times that, you know, he's had my back too as well, you know, and I knew when we got married that, you know, he wanted his army career. That's what he looked forward to. That's what he wanted. And those are sacrifices that we can either choose to make or not to make,
Mhm.
you know, or we could go ahead and grow from it and learn from it. You know, my family's been military all my life, so it was no,
Yeah, right.
you know, it was, you know, I understood it. I understood it and I got it. And so in with the deployments and everything, I understood because my mom went through with Vietnam with my father. And so but I understood it. And but I know when somebody loves something and wants to, you want to jump out and you just want to go ahead and go for it. Like I said, if it's any type of job you want or career that you're looking at, you know, you're going to help that person
Right.
get to that next stage. Because once you help that person or the person that you love to get to that next stage, then there comes your blessing, right? So you we put people before that we know that we're going to be with and that are going to be and we go ahead and we put them first to go ahead and know that this is how it's going to work. So I knew his career and I understood that. And so once he got his career done, then he says, okay, babe, you know what? You helped me. You got me through this. You've been there for me. Now it's your turn. What do you want to do? And so I got my job that I've been waiting for the longest time, got my job. It came down. And it was just really weird because after he retired, a year later, the job opened up and was hiring, went to the interview for the job. And guess what? I got the job. I've been with this company for 8 years now and haven't turned back because I got the job that I wanted.
Yeah.
And so that's where the blessing comes in. And so I've been blessed. And I thank him because he was like, okay, you know what? You let me know what you want to do. I'm right behind you. This is your turn now. You stood by me. Now it's your turn. And so he moved me just like I put him because I knew. And then we just did that. So your success, my success becomes ours.
Yeah.
And that's how we're
And,
blessed.
and you know what? This is amazing. I retired from the army, right? I get a pension. And I've talked to many people that were in the military and said, "Man, I wish I would have retired, but my wife, she wasn't having it. She took the kids and told me she's going to leave." And I think about that. If my wife said, "You know what? You either get out or I'm taking kids and going," I would have got out of the army. My wife means more to me than my career, but she didn't do that. She let me have what I wanted. She let me live my dream. She was behind me, though she didn't like it because there was so much uncertainty. She didn't know if I was going to come back in a body bag or, I could have been maimed or really hurt. I mean, there's so much uncertainty. I've been blessed to be able to come back. Now, I've had all kinds of injuries and stuff, but I was able to come back in one piece. And you know what? With that and my consistency and hard work, with her backing, I have a pension. we have more income than most people in our economic level because I was able to have my career. And people will tell her, "Oh, you're lucky. Your husband's got a retirement. He's got this job, this good job, and you guys got money." Well, because I stayed in the military, I got a pension. And because of the training, I got the job I have now. And our success keeps growing because of hard work and consistency and her having my back. She could have been selfish and said, "No, you get out of the army right now and we're going home or I'm leaving." She could have thrown that at me and I would have ended it and come home with her. But we would have had less. Okay? But she had my back. And though I was blessed because I was able to do what I wanted to do, she reaps the benefits financially. Okay? And now she's doing her dream job, and there's nothing holding her back. But my wife always put me first. And that's made me better than I ever thought I could be. And that's going to make her better financially, and she deserves it. And whatever she makes at work, I don't even care. I don't even know. Whatever. That's hers. I'm in a position I can take care of everything, and she can have her career, her dream job. And I tell her she can retire tonight if she wants. But this is what she wants. And my mission in life is to make my wife happy. Right? No, I mean that. Because she's always put me first. And she didn't have to. But I thank God for her. And there's a lot of Black women that share her characteristics that are like her, that love the men that they love so much that they'll put them first and sacrifice everything. And that's a beautiful thing. But when a woman does that, she should be rewarded tenfold. But anyway, I'm just blessed, and I love my wife. And look, guys, and I've told you that I thank you for your support. I thank you for the love you give me and my wife.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You know, this channel is a team effort. She's part of the Roadrunner Swirl to Investment Network. She helps me get topics together. She helps me download videos. She's not on the show all the time. Okay. But
I'm in the background.
she's in the background. She watches the show. She looks at comments, and she helps me with material. She's helped me with the software, getting it together, how to do reaction videos, and she spent a lot of time helping me with this channel. Okay. So my wife is always there. And
thank you. I love you guys too.
Yeah, and
appreciate it, guys.
But I'm telling you, I'm blessed. I'm in awe. But I believe I should share my blessing and tell the world about it. Some people say, "Why don't you swirl and do it and keep your mouth shut? We don't want to hear about it."
Yeah, we hear a lot.
And I'm like, no, why? No, I need to tell people the truth. Mm-hmm. Tell people how amazing Black women are, because they are amazing. Look, the first date I had was with a Black woman in 1985. I was 16. And I dated Black women from 85 to 93 when I met my wife. She was the last Black woman I dated, 93. And I married her in 94. Okay, so.
And he's the first white guy I dated and married.
Right? It's kind of ironic because
so
when I was dating,
with
me, it was Black women or nothing, right? I just love Black women, right? but I was the first white guy. And I never thought it would end up that way. I thought I would be with a black woman that was just in the white guys, right? But it didn't happen that way. But you know what? We found true love. And gosh, 29 years, we'll hit 30 in May.
Yep.
And I tell people, get to know each other. Black women, white men, give each other a chance.
I'm a mate. Yep.
You just never know.
That's right.
I mean, we're conditioned to think, oh, we're supposed to be with people that are like us and look like us. But in reality, it's not always that way. And that's okay. You know, we need to look for the best option. Whatever that best option is for you ladies, whether it's a white guy, an Asian guy, or a black guy, I mean, it's your choice. You have to find that best option, guys. And black women, you deserve the best. You do. And I'm telling you, I would not change a thing. If I was to live my life over again, it'd be the same result. It'd be Groundhog Day over and over. I mean, seriously. But anyway, we got to go. It's getting late. We got to go to dinner. I didn't open the panel tonight. Next time I have my wife, I'll have an open panel, guys. But we got to get to dinner, and you know. But I love you guys. I just wanted to bring my awesome wife up here.
Always good to see you guys. Thanks for
And
having me on.
you know, and I thank you for the love and support you give me and you give my wife.
Thank you.
She's the most beautiful woman on earth. I mean, her, and she's the sweetest woman. I tell you, when I first met her and talked to her, and I know I told you this, but when we were talking and I was stuttering and my heart was racing and I was trembling, I was saying in my head, I love you. I love you. I was. And look, I love my wife so much. She still makes my heart race and I still tremble. She's amazing. She's beautiful. She's everything I ever wanted. She's what I prayed for, and God blessed me with answering my prayers and blessed me even more than that. But anyway, guys.
It's always good to see you guys. Thank you so much for the beautiful comments. And it's always just a pleasure coming on here and talking with you guys and reading your guys' comments on there. And thank you so much. And, you know, you guys take care. Yes, and Happy New Year. I mean, you know, have a good start of a new year. Hopefully everything, blessings and everything will come to you guys 10 times fold. So, and thank you for, again, supporting my husband's channel. So I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it.
Gina says clone Brent. I don't know. That's kind of dangerous. I don't know if you, the world has to deal with one of me. I don't know if you want more than one. But that's sweet. Thank you so much. And yeah, good night to you too, Thomas, Tyler, and
and the people from Canada. I think there's a couple people from Canada. So
okay,
people from Canada.
Yeah,
thank you for coming through.
You got some followers from Canada. Yeah, shout out to Canada, the UK, Africa, down in the Caribbean.
Wow.
From all over. And I got some, I'm getting a big following in Sweden.
Wow.
Amazingly, huh? Some European white guys that I love black women up in Sweden. There you go. Hey.
Making the rounds.
Hey, I got what 5% of Swedish in me, so I guess right. Anyway, though, guys, hey, thank you so much, and I love you guys. Thank you for your love and support. On behalf of me, my beautiful wife Sandy.
Thank you, guys.
Guys,
blessing.
You are such a blessing to me. And the last show we did, the love and support you gave to me, and I know I was ranting and going on and on. And I don't like doing negative shows. I don't like the beef and the the roasting. I know I have a roasting intro, and I do that, but really I don't look forward to that. I like talking about positive stuff, love, marriage, family, opening up our options. I love that.
Yeah.
Hey, J10, good to see you. I love talking about interracial love in marriage. You know, that's what I love. If I can just have a channel where we talk about that all the time and
Yeah.
not have the
I would never get
confrontation.
him off the thing.
Yeah, and she's right, because I could talk all night. If you ask me, hey, tell me what you love about Black women, I would say, you know what? How you got a minute? How much time you got? We're going to be up a while, because there's so many things I can say. But anyway, let me go ahead and close this. Thank you so much, guys. On behalf of me and Sandy, we love you, and thank you for your love and support. I appreciate it. And guys, I love you. Ladies, put yourself first. And remember, you are the best option. You deserve the best option.
That's right.
Okay? And I'm not making that up. That is the honest to God truth. Okay?
Yes.
Black women, there's something special about you.
Each and every one.
And when God created you, he worked overtime. I'm just going to say it. Okay?
That's right.
But anyway, guys, have a good night. God bless you and your families. And I'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Everybody. Good
God
night.
bless.